Hello everyone, this is week 4 of my series. I'm still trading the Topstep Combine minis. January 22nd was a rough day. I entered my first trade thinking it was going to continue to climb. Once I entered it went straight down to my stop loss. It looks like it bounced off the previous peak. For my second trade, I entered long thinking it was going to keep climbing. My strategy calls to exit when the RSI isn't strong, but I decided to hold. I wanted to close the trade at 20 points so I could cover the first loss and have 10 points of profit. But I decided to continue to hold. The price started to drop to where I entered, so I decided to exit at 10 points so I'd be break even on the day. My third trade, I went short, and I got stopped out very quickly. My fourth trade, I went short again, I got stopped out again. My fifth trade, I went long as momentum seemed to be climbing. It looks like I bought the tip of the peak as price dropped and hit my stop loss. I ended trading for the day as I hit my minus 30 daily stop loss. So on January 22nd, at the end of the day, I had 1 win and 4 losses for a net total of negative 30.25 points. Throughout the day, I only followed my strategy partially. On the second and third trades, I didn't follow the strategy, but I did adhere to my daily stop loss of negative 30 points, so I was pleased about that. January 23rd, I'm still continuing the Topstep Combine. For my first trade of the day, I went long thinking there was some momentum, but it looks like I bought at a level that price rejected and I got stopped out. For my second trade of the day, I went short. I left my take profit at 10 points. I wanted to cover the loss I just had. I feel like I need to take a look at my strategy again and modify it. I've been thinking that the negative 30 point stop daily maximum stop loss might be too much. So at the end of the day, on the 23rd, I had 1 win, 1 loss, for a net total of 0 points. I followed my strategy for this day, and I decided to stop trading when I reached break even to take a step back and look at my strategy, specifically the negative 30 point maximum daily loss. January 24th. I'm not following my usual strategy. When I go along here for my first trade, I'm thinking it's going to bounce off the level, but it goes straight to my stop loss. For my second trade, I'm going short because I think the momentum is downwards. This trade is following my previously developed strategy. Then I add to my winner thinking it's going to continue down. Adding to winners is not part of my usual strategy. The trade goes against me, and then I'm done for the day. This closes my Topstep Combine basically. In my mind, before this point, I've already failed this combine, so I wanted to try a few new things. It's a good reminder to have a plan and follow it. So at the end of the day on the 24th, I had 0 wins and 3 losses for a net loss of negative 50.5 points. I didn't follow my strategy. Since I was going back to do a bit of testing and tweaking, I did a little bit of a YOLO trade on the 24th. I hit the maximum daily loss for the combine and basically already at the maximum loss for the account. So I went ahead and I just closed the account on my own, and I'll be switching back to my paper trading personal account. January 25th, I'm back on my personal simulation account. I've already closed my Topstep Combine account. For my trade, I entered long, following my adjusted strategy. It didn't follow through and I was stopped out on my trade. I decided to end for the day and continue to crunch my numbers on my strategy. So I ended January 25th with 0 wins and 1 loss for a net loss of 10 points. I followed my strategy, but I only ended at the one trade just so I can step back and continue to crunch some numbers and refine my strategy. January 26th, my first trade of the day. I'm going long because momentum seems to be upwards. A very painful pullback hits my stop loss on the tick. It happens. Last week I think I had a couple trades that hit my stop loss by 1 tick and then resumed in the direction I thought it would. In any case, price didn't hit the take profit and I would have hit my stop anyway. For my second trade, I went short. It's another painful trade. It missed my take profit by a point or two, then reversed. I got stopped out at my 10-point stop loss, and then I decided to end trading for the day. So a quick little recap for January 26th. I had 0 wins and 2 losses for a net loss of 20.25 points. I was following my strategy, and part of that is a maximum daily loss of 20 points. So once I hit those 2 losses, I was done for the day. Now we'll recap the entire week. I had 2 wins and 11 losses. The average win was 11 points and the average loss was 10.75 points. Altogether, at the end of this week, I had lost 109 points on the NASDAQ. I think I would have been surprised at this amount of loss if I wasn't keeping track throughout the week. It's easy for the small losses to kind of snowball and not realize it. Other notes for this week, I closed out the Topstep Combine, and I also wanted to say that I think the reason for the loss is because I strategy hopped during my trades, just trying new things, kind of going by feel. I have been working on a new strategy that I'm going to try implementing next week, and we'll see if we can get some consistency out of that.